Welcome to episode 3 of Power Director on a Samsung S8 editing tutorials, how to trim your video clips and use as your main footage. So what I mean by main footage is your piece is the camera, your interview, the main body of your piece that is going to act as your voiceover, etc. Okay, so once we have your clips imported, we're going to start editing, trimming, top and tailing. So first thing we do is we can select the clip, and when you select it, the first time you select it, you'll be showing this tip. You click on your clip on your thumbnails at the bottom, you'll be given this option to drag this little circle on the left hand side to be able to drag and trim. You can use this to fine trim, but I'll show you another little easy tip. What I found to work better is if you have a long period between where you started filming and where your talent actually starts to speak, or where you start doing your voiceover, etc. What you can do is you can drag the thumbnails along to that point until you get the point where you're about to start speaking, or your interviewee is about to start speaking, and you find a point, you highlight the video, and then you're given this new menu on the left hand side here. You'll see a little knife icon. So if you select that knife icon, that will actually split the clip into two on that exact point. What you can do then is highlight the waste and then select the bin icon to delete it. So now if you go back to the start of your clip and click on it.
I'm here in Druids Glen in County.
So what we can do here then is then use the little circle and the trim thing to fine tune exactly where you want your start to be. Okay, so we fine tuned it there, that's perfect from the start. And we're just going to preview to where we want the clip to end.
I'm here in Druids Glen in County Wicklow for the EPP Group Bureau meeting. Over the course of 2 days, the main conversations that the MEPs and the stakeholders are having is all about Brexit and its impact on Ireland.
Okay, so once we found the end point we wanted to end there, so we just press pause on that exact point. Again, I have the clip highlighted, click the split tool, so we highlight after that point and we click delete. Let's have a listen.
I'm here in Druids Glen in County Wicklow for the EPP Group Bureau meeting. Over the course of 2 days, the main conversations that the MEPs and the stakeholders are having is all about Brexit and its impact on Ireland.
That's perfect. So that's our first clip, top and tailed, ready to go. We're going to move on to import our second clip. And we do exactly the same process all over. Now the transition that's in between these clips will be all automatically just a cut transition, and we're just going to leave it at that. So again, we're going to drag it along here till we find out the start of where Joanne starts to speak and where we want to start our clip. Okay, it's just about here. We want to highlight it. We want to click the slice tool. We want to highlight the piece that we don't need at the start, and we want to click delete. If we move back here, we can preview the transition between the two clips.
Over the course of 2 days, the main conversations that the MEPs and the stakeholders are having is all about Brexit and its impact on Ireland. This month, a BBC Panorama documentary found that Facebook had a significant impact on the outcome of the US presidential elections and also the Brexit referendum. We've heard from Tony Blair, we've heard from Michel Barnier about how people must now deal with Brexit and what Brexit might look like for Ireland and for the UK.
Okay, so we got our transition correct in between the two clips. That's exactly the way we want it, and this is the point here where we want to finish our second clip. So again, it's just repetitive, the same as before. You find the part where you want to finish, you just pause on that section, you highlight the clip again, and you select the slice tool, you highlight after that point, highlight the waste, and then click delete. So that's our first two clips done. So you want to import a third clip back into a library here, our outro, select it. Again, repetitive, you just need to find out at the start of your clip, find the point where your talent or yourself or whoever you're interviewing is about to start to speak. Select the clip, click slit, select slice, highlight the clip before that piece, and then delete. Your clip will automatically go back to the transition point with your previous clip.
And what Brexit might look like for Ireland and for the UK. As the mainstream media pack up and file the reports for TV, for radio and for print, I'm left here thinking, how is the political narrative going to develop over the next 2 years as we head into the 2019 European elections? There is absolutely no doubt that politicians have warmed to social media. They understand the benefits, but I actually wonder, do they actually understand the power and the opportunity that it presents to kill fake news and maybe to turn fans into voters?
Okay, so we want our out point going to be here. Again, this is going to be our last point. We want to select the whole clip, select the cut tool, and then highlight after that point, and then click delete. That's our 3 clips, top and tail, ready to go for as your main footage. So let's just have a recap and have a listen to what we've top and tailed and how it all sounds all put together.
I'm here in Druids Glen in County Wicklow for the EPP Group Bureau meeting. Over the course of 2 days, the main conversations that the MEPs and the stakeholders are having is all about Brexit and its impact on Ireland. This month, a BBC Panorama documentary found that Facebook had a significant impact on the outcome of the US presidential elections and also the Brexit referendum. We've heard from Tony Blair, we've heard from Michel Barnier about how people must now deal with Brexit and what Brexit might look like for Ireland and for the UK. As the mainstream media pack up and file the reports for TV, for radio and for print, I'm left here thinking, how is the political narrative going to develop over the next 2 years as we head into the 2019 European elections? There is absolutely no doubt that politicians have warmed to social media. They understand the benefits, but I actually wonder, do they actually understand the power and the opportunity that it presents to kill fake news and maybe to turn fans into voters?
Okay, and so at this point here we cut the word voter, so we're a little bit short on the cut. So again, this is how you fine tune. Highlight your clip and the circle will appear, and then just put your finger on the circle and pull to the right, and that will fine tune the trim that we've already done with the cut.
And maybe to turn fans into voters.
So we've gone a little bit too far there, so again highlight and use the circle and then just pull back slightly.
To turn fans into voters.
And that's it, perfect. So that's how you fine trim then your cuts. So that's it, that's how you top and tail. On the next episode we're going to show you how to use your B-roll to cover those cuts, to cover the transitions in between the clips, and to use as narrative and context. So next episode we're going to do some B-roll.